I'm watching that video again, and I'm 30 pounds lighter. We need to shoot some more new video. 30 pounds heavier and a lot more stressed out at all those meetings. But thank you for joining me today, Wolfeboro Exchange, coming to you from Wolfeboro Community TV. It's always a pleasure to be here. What a great resource for the town of Wolfeboro, for all the organizations that are able to use it, for all that Tim and the crew do, covering an array of things that happen here in Wolfeboro and really around the Lakes region. It's really a great resource. If you're not involved, you should get involved. It's the ability to have something like this in a town that really allows us to be able to have shows like this. And be able to interact with government. Many people can't go to meetings. Many people can't attend meetings, and or the various other things that happen here in Wolfeboro. And Wolfeboro Community TV and the people that work here and that help out here and volunteer here really make that possible. So follow Wolfeboro Community TV on YouTube and watch the videos. You'll stay informed about things that are going on and around Wolfeboro. And it's a really important time because there's so many things going on nationally, but there's a lot of stuff going on in Wolfeboro that you really need to know. And that's kind of what the whole goal of this show was when I conceptualized it, after the election back in March. And we do call it the Wolfeboro Exchange, so it would be nice at some point if we could actually exchange some dialogue. So to give you the full story, because I haven't really talked about this, because I didn't really know how to address some of the issues after the election back in March, but it was the goal of this show was to exchange ideas and to bring people in government in and bounce what's going on in town government and stuff like that. And like it or not, early on there was kind of a backlash against the potential for whether it be department heads or potential employees to come on the show. And it's a little disappointing from my point of view, because this is not like a gotcha show. This is more of like an informative, to give the viewers, give the taxpayers, give the citizens a little bit deeper knowledge about what is happening in Wolfeboro, what is happening in town government, what's happening for events. And so that's still the focus. The focus is to provide you with just a little bit more so you can be better informed. It's a lot of these things that we deal with, whether it be planning, zoning, or town issues when it comes to warrant articles. They're complicated, and they're going on all year round. And like it or not, people usually only get involved right around election time. So this show is designed to help you better stay informed. So making a call out there to anyone out there that wants to come on the show. I'll talk about anything, and I love to bounce around dialogue. We can discuss anything you want. There's really no topic that I cannot weigh in on, and I would love to weigh in on a bunch. So I'm kind of raising the gauntlet here to people in town government. Come on the show. Let's talk about things. Let's have some pithy, dynamic conversation and see where it goes. And there'll never be any gotcha moments if you come on the Wolfeboro Exchange. We got a lot going on in Wolfeboro right now. It's a really busy, fun, action-packed week. I'm just going to cover some of the events that are going on, and then we'll talk a little bit about town government things, but this is going to mainly be a focus on what's going on this week in Wolfeboro. So coming right up, Friday, August 9th, we have two really big events. One has been going on for a long time. It's an arts and craft festival. It takes place on the at Brewster Academy on the Brewster Green. It's Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Various 100+ exhibitors. It's rain or shine. They set up canopies, all that type of thing. Live music Saturday and Sunday. Free admission. Dogs are welcome as long as they're leashed. There's going to be a chainsaw wood carving demo at the event. It doesn't say what time, but get up there and check out the. That's been going on for years. I mean, since I was a kid, actually, probably living here in Wolfeboro. I think they have two of them. One in the early summer, and then this one kind of closes out the summer for arts and crafts festivals here in Wolfeboro. Big event, second year. Last year was fantastic. If you've never seen a laser light show, the show that was put on last year was absolutely incredible. I love fireworks. I love a good fireworks show. But this laser light show, it even blows that out of the water. So that's this Friday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's called Lake Winnipesaukee Day, I believe. This was started by the Wolfeboro Economic Development Committee. Brian Deshays, who's a selectman here in town, really kind of spearheaded this thing about a year and a half ago and came up with the idea and put this together and got out there and got sponsors and went and pounded the pavement like he does and met a bunch of people and got people involved. And I'll tell you that the show last year was fantastic. There's a whole list of vendors. There's food trucks down there. There's amazing food. Mount Washington brings the flagship boat over. Last year they also brought the Spirit, which is a smaller boat, smaller vessel. The Dive, which is basically a barge that floats around the lake, entertainment bar, that comes over as well. It's a great night. Things kick off at 5 p.m. To 9 p.m. The laser light show starts at 9 p.m. and goes for about an hour. Like I said, a whole bunch of things going on, tons of food, tons of music. So many different people have donated to this thing. I'm not going to list everybody, but it's an amazing opportunity to get out, listen to some really good music. I've never seen the town docks so packed with people as it was for the laser light show last year, and I think this one's even going to be, now that people have been to one and seen it and experienced it, it's fantastic. You should get out there if you have time. Plan to park somewhere else in town. Municipal parking, of course. I think downtown is going to be very busy between what you have for the craft fair and then and this laser light show. Also on this Saturday, there's a vintage fair. It takes place at the Clark Museum Complex. It's a rain or shine event here in Wolfeboro. So that's it for our kind of upcoming events that for this week, and it's part of summertime here in Wolfeboro. Summer, we're into August now, and the dog days of summer, as they call them. It's been hot. Got a little bit of rain the last couple days, which was nice for the old lawns. A lot of stuff going on. Got my favorite newspaper here. Got the Granite Man coming up in August, which is if you've never done a triathlon, it's Wolfeboro Parks and Recs puts that on, and it's a fantastic event. Christine Collins and crew have been running that for a very long time, well before her time too, and it's a great event to get involved in. We are going to get into, so there's been some shakeup in town government. You probably saw the Granite State News that the planning department is without a director right now, planning administrator. There was an audit done by a company called MRI, and they do these things all the time. They look into how things are being done in the town, and they analyze a particular department, or they're great at doing searches for filling positions and stuff like that. So it was an audit done of the planning department, and we're going to really get into this in a future episode. I really want to cover it. I did reach out to MRI for comment, and I was told that they were hired strictly by the town, and they don't talk to the press. I don't really consider myself press yet, but they don't talk to the press, so no comment was the official line. They referred me back to the town manager's office, which I reached out to the town manager on one particular question that I had, and got a response right back on that. So I do really want to cover it. There's a lot to this. Having been someone who not only was on the zoning board for 6 years, but also was the chair of the zoning board, and ultimately was involved in many of the cases that were cited here in the MRI report. I really want to give it the time that it's due. It's going to probably be at least one show, maybe two shows. We're going to really dig into that. And we're going to ask some tough questions. I'm going to give you some interesting information that goes deeper, as someone who sat on the cases, deeper into a little bit more knowledge on the cases, and kind of give you a broader point of view. Hoping to get somebody on for that to kind of bounce some ideas off of. So, putting it out to any of my fellow either past, current, zoning, planning people in town that might want to come out and have that dialogue. Love to have you on the Wolfeboro Exchange and talk to you about that. The Board of Selectmen's taking up a couple of things right now. They're looking at, they formed a sidewalk committee, and how sidewalks, the questions have been for the last year. It came up about a year ago. People want to, different businesses in town, want to be able to use the sidewalks for whether it be tables, chairs, that type of thing, outdoor seating, all those things that we saw kind of occur during COVID, where that was like a flourishing of outdoor seating. People want to sit outdoors, and businesses are trying to navigate how they get more outdoor seating. And along with that, the sidewalks are public spaces. So, the town is looking into how to best manage, that businesses wanting the ability to be able to, one, seat people outside or let people sit outside on benches or whatever in front of their establishments, and two, what the town's responsibility is to, one, potentially maintain ADA compliance on the sidewalks. Some of our sidewalks are narrow anyways, and that presents some issues. So the sidewalk committee was formed, and right now I watched a lot of the meeting. Really couldn't get exactly what the drive is behind, like, the different sizes potentially, and we're going to take up 44 inches or 56 inches. I don't know how that all looks, so we're going to dive more into that. But be aware that's out there, and if you're an area business here in town, that could potentially have impact on, on your storefront and how that looks. So you might want to get involved. I would reach out to, Mary DeVries of the Chamber. She's great about going to these meetings and, looking out for the best interest of businesses here in Wolfeboro. But I think that's something you want to, if you have a business in downtown Wolfeboro and the sidewalk's a resource to you, I would definitely get involved. And there's a sidewalk committee. I believe a couple of the selectmen are on it, and that might be something you really want to look into. Other normal events that are going on in Wolfeboro, there's been a lot of talk in the newspaper, which is good because we talked about, this Route 28, the potential for, two roundabouts here in town. One at Pickering Corner and one potentially up by the high school. And I kind of reiterated the fact that, people really need to get involved now. This discussion is still happening. Nothing has been finalized yet. And if you want your voice heard on that, now's the time. There's some good editorials in the paper. People who took the time to write and to express their opinions. It's a big deal. It might be the biggest thing that's coming to Wolfeboro in decades. It's gonna, good or bad, in whatever your view is on it, it's gonna change the way Wolfeboro looks, and it's gonna be another major construction project going on, in Wolfeboro in the next couple of years, if that's the way that it all goes. So, if you want to be involved, have a voice. Don't wait till the last minute till the decision's been made by those in charge. Get involved now. Express your opinion now, because once the ball's rolling on it, then people can complain and they can do their normal Monday morning quarterbacking. But now's the time to really get involved and to have your opinion be heard. So that's pretty much a wrap of what I got to talk about today. It's been a good summer for me, and I've really enjoyed the ability to still do these shows. We're going to be ramping these up a little bit more as the fall ticks on here. I was going to move into fall and get some guests in here, and we're going to, my goal is to talk about an array of different things, not just not just politics, but other things going on in town and health and all kinds of stuff. I want to have fun, so I look forward to seeing you again. And as always, be kind to each other out there and enjoy the day. Thank you.